What's going on, guys? My name is Restless Corpse, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, we destroyed the hell out of a pride demon. That was weird, like, from back here it looks like my dude's rocking a sweet handlebar mustache. In any case, we destroyed a pride demon after closing, and then closed that rift, and I guess it knocked my character out for 3 days. Everybody is saying that I'm some kind of super badass now. I do have a level, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. So bear with me here while I look through some shit and figure out what I want to get. Now, knockout powder would be kind of cool for things that are attacking me. But evasion is also pretty cool, but I want to look through the stuff that I can get here. Now that's pretty awesome because it looks like it's going to up the damage bonus by another 100%. And keep my target's armor sundered, which means that everybody will do more damage. But I kind of want to see what this other stuff is, so I think I might be going down that path. That one's pretty cool because I know that things are going to be hitting me. I'm going to go ahead and go with that one right. Well, maybe. That one's cool. Losing debilitating effects is important, like if I'm on fire or something. But this is also pretty cool, especially since it would lead to that, and I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one so I can move down this tree here. In any case, let's go ahead and pick up some stuff. They've graciously left me some loot. I don't know why. I don't know why they gave me some herbs. Alright, patient observations. Vain hope. Someone better at this than me takes over before Survivor expires. Notes in case. Day 1. Clammy, shallow breathing, pulse over fast, not responsive, pupils dilated. Mage says his scarring mark is thrumming with unknown magic. Wish we could station a Templar on here just in case. So they are kind of afraid that I'm going to freak the hell out like a mage or something because of this mark. Also, it looks like I had a pretty rough 3 days. Now this special shipments thing here, I did buy the deluxe edition, so I got some... Jesus Christ, man, you gotta step on it. I got some armor and weapons and stuff. I'm going to go ahead and grab those. And we'll put that stuff on, because I'm sure it's better than what I'm using. Doesn't look as cool. Like, I don't really like that look for a thiefy character, but you can't deny those stats. So I'm going to put that guy on. And I got a new weapon, which, look at the damage increase there. Alright, so get rid of that and that. I'm going to put that guy there. And then the stiletto is better than the Highland Dirk, so put it over there. And you can't see my weapon because this is technically like home area. So it doesn't show weapons. And I can't, I guess I could do something. No, I can't even do things. What about... No, I can't. Alright, but anyway, you can see it in the inventory screen here. It looks pretty gaudy, but, that's cool, I guess. And the stats on it, it's got a fire rune in it, so it also does burning damage. It's +5 fire damage, and the critical damage bonus is pretty cool. Anyway, moving on. Remember, everybody is like, holy shit, he's the greatest thing ever. And as you can see, they're like, whoa, he is the greatest thing ever. So before we do that, because I like loot, I'm going to just search these houses. Maybe not. I'll check this one. If there's nothing lootable in here, then I'm just going to go to where I need to go. Yeah, alright. Anyway. Yeah, why did she have me in chains? That's a very good question. But this is Haven. Just sort of a home base. Oh, there we go. Day 3. Less thrashing, some responsive stimulus, vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the Chantry to kill my patient. So before they decided I was some kind of savior, they were afraid of me. They were trying to kill me. All this work to save his life, and will they just execute him? We'll inform Lady Cassandra. I expect him to wake before the morning. Now, when it comes to things like this, I'm gonna read the ones that are short-ish and kind of important. There's a lot of lore books and things that you can read. I'm not gonna read all those, guys. It's just gonna make this Let's Play like super long. I'm also not gonna check out all of the houses just yet. Let me get to where I need to go. We'll get some story stuff out of the way, and then I'll give you guys a tour of Haven.
Taken to Valroyo immediately.
I know, right? See, I don't really look like a rogue. I look like a warrior or something. That guy's a dick.
That and leave us.
And Cassandra clearly already wants to jump my bones.
You walk a dangerous life.
I mean, can you blame her?
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
So I'm an asshole because I lived?
Chancellor.
Come on now.
The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect.
You're goddamn right you're a suspect.
You, and many others.
But not
He who smelt it dealt it, bro.
I heard the voices in the temple. The divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
Let's see. We are trying to curry favor with Cassandra, so we're gonna be all pro Chantry for the moment.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide.
And since I'm a human,
We lost everything, then.
it stands to reason that I probably followed this religion. When I was playing as the elf, you could get the option to say that you don't believe in the Maker, you believe in the Dalish gods.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Oh, really?
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
Oh,
You should know
well, thanks.
that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty.
That's a very
The
good point.
Inquisition can only
So I
protect you
should
if
at
you are
least
with
clear
us.
my name.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay. But you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
She wants me. Yeah, eat it, asshole. Nice hats. Okay, so they've given us a few quests. I'm going to go ahead and get this cutscene out of the way to give us free reign of exploring Haven, and you guys can explore it with me, and I'll show you all the cool stuff that we can do.
Does it trouble you?
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Clearly you have something in mind.
We do.
We'll show it. Let's get it going.
You've met Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
It was only for a moment on the field. I'm pleased you survived.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Oh, what's up, sexy?
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes. Artfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Right, so Templars
Unfortunately,
are
neither
able
group
to,
will even
like,
speak to us
dampen magic.
The
That's
Chantry has denounced
part of the
the
reason that they
and you specifically.
use so much lyrium. And that's how they were able to hunt down mages. They can dampen mages and actually take their magic away, which makes them tranquil.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I don't mind it at all.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make...
Got no faith, you know?
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Alright, so this is our war table. As you can see, there's two different spots. You can go to Ferelden or Orlais. Right now we don't really have anything in Orlais. There's nothing we can do here, so most of our stuff is going to be happening in Ferelden. Ferelden is the kingdom, I guess we'll call it. The kingdom that Dragon Age Origins takes place in. I don't remember what kingdom Dragon Age 2 takes place in. I don't even remember the city's name, but it's not in Ferelden. It could be in Orlais, but Orlais is one of those countries that is talked about a lot in Origins, but we've never actually been able to go there unless Dragon Age 2 takes place there. But remember, Dragon Age 2 is like it pretty much takes place all in this one city, in the outlying areas, which is a gripe that a lot of people had about it. Because the scope of it was so small, even though the city was huge and the outlying areas were decently sized. The problem that Dragon Age 2 had was that it recycled a lot of areas. Like it would be the same map in a different dungeon, but yeah, I got that, bro. It would be the same map in a different dungeon, but like a door would be closed off where in the other map it wasn't. So Bioware pretty much stated that they will not do that this time because they got such a big backlash. So that's good. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the hinterlands so that we can go to Redcliffe. Redcliffe is the second town you can get to in Dragon Age Origins. The first one, not counting your starting town. The first one was Lothering, which was like there were a bunch of refugees leaving because of the blight that was starting. So we're going to go ahead and open up the hinterlands so we can go there and find this Mother Giselle. And this seems to be like my scouter lady. It's a little dwarven lady that scouts all these areas that I can go to before I get to them. Alright. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and we're trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. Okay, so in this area, the apostates and... No, I don't want to go there yet. The apostates and the Templars are really fighting. Okay, so there's also these like side things that we can do. That's another area, but it says required power 4. Now you get power from doing quests and just things that bring like power and influence to the Inquisition, which there's another one there. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I'm not going to read all these little ones, but this is just us going and begging for money, I guess. And if you look down at the bottom, it says requires time. There's people are better suited for certain things. Also, you can unlock agents by talking to them, doing quests for them, things like that, that reduce these times. So because Josephine has the lowest time, we're going to choose her for that mission. And you should always do these. Okay, so Trevelyan's is, I guess my name is Maxwell Trevelyan. So apparently my family is a little upset that I was taken prisoner, so we have to send someone there to tell them that everything's cool and
Alright.
that I'm not a prisoner anymore. Forward against chaos. You stand by this, come forth. Claim. Alright, prove your loyalty and obviously your ritual loyalty for your faith. So they want me to go help out with what's going on in this area before they'll trust us. So I'll send Liliana that way.
Let's see what we have.
And that's all I'm going to do here. I chose not to go to the hinterlands just yet because, like I said, we're going to run around Haven and check out the stuff that we've got there. Now I can go in here. Oh, it's going to be a cutscene. Alright. I'll tell you what I can do in this room as soon as we're done.
She can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This guy looks
This is an
ridiculously
enough of
dumb.
time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denver, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentecost that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No, no. Perhaps my
Yeah, that's
reaction
right.
to the
Back down,
Inquisition's
asshole.
presence was somewhat hasty.
Your stupid coat. Dumb mask.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
Your dumb boots.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet.
Your dumb fake
Inquisition
mustache.
might stay in the meanwhile.
Dumb bald head.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian.
Yeah, I can
If
tell
Marquis
by the way
wishes
he's
to claim Haven,
dressing all
Empress
stupid.
Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Alright, so we've got this lady is kind of like a researcher. And then we've got this table here. It says turn in research. Now, what that is is when we go to valuables here, like Dreamer Rag, see how it says, this is a creature research item. Bring it to the creature research specialist to learn more about this type of creature. If you turn in a certain amount of these, you'll start to get bonuses versus those types of creatures. So we want to turn those in and then sell the other stuff because it has no use whatsoever otherwise. So you just come over here, turn that bad boy in there. Apparently that finished the quest for me.
If you find anything, please
Alright,
write it in.
so that wasn't enough to get any bonuses, but that's totally cool.
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it
I
there
already
and the
did that.
Tranquil and I will examine it.
I
You've brought back some
didn't need to end the
fascinating
conversation
things.
though.
We're putting them to good use.
You said you were a mage.
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good
Close
at
enough.
magic,
I mean,
but just enough
she can
talent
cast
to
magic.
engage
She's a
in.
mage.
But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
I'm surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Mages need protection. I wish more of them could see that.
I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
Yeah, so Dalish clans, their mages are never sent off to circles. They're raised by the clan, and because of that, in order to keep safe, any Dalish clan can only have 3 mages in it. So if a 4th child or, young adult or whatever manifests magical abilities, they send them off to another clan that only has like 2 or 1 in order to keep the 3. Unfortunately, if there are no clans that need a mage, then they kill them. It's just a safety thing for them. They don't want to have 2 mages. I would assume it's because 3 is a good number, that if one of them goes out of control, then they can easily put it down. But that's just a little bit of Dalish elf lore there.
No wonder you'd rather stay in the Circle. You had more than enough life outdoors.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the Circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
You said that you were keeping some of the Tranquils safe.
Yes. The mages took some of them when my Circle rebelled, but the rest were forgotten. Most Circle mages look down on the Tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve better. They're polite, they're rational, and they'll never get angry at you. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me.
Will
I
do.
may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying.
But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
Alright. Oh, we got this here. Alright, it's just a lore thing about the children of Andraste. Cullen is back from his mission, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's see. Lore about the Maker. Yeah, oh, grab that one. Chants and whatnot. It's a song. I know there's some stuff down here. It's like a dungeon, or rather, like a prison. Oh, hello! Didn't realize I was that tall. All right. Well, okay. Let's check out that elven cowl, I suppose. It's 10 armor rating, I'll take it. It's like a turban, kinda. Founding of Chantry. There's a lot of stuff to read right at the beginning. It's, you know, to get that lore fix, I suppose. Now, this is one of the reasons that I always like to play rogues in these games, especially in games like Elder Scroll games. It always makes things a little easier right off the start. Especially in the Elder Scrolls games, you could steal all kinds of things from shops and go take them to other shops and sell them and give yourself a nice boost to the money. In this one, it doesn't help a whole lot, but it does help. I mean, there are some. Okay, the Black City is kind of like a city in the Fade. If you know anything about Dragon Age Origins, it's all about the Darkspawn. Like, the Darkspawn were a force, and when they mobilize, they become it becomes a blight. What a blight is when the Darkspawn come out in force and they have a leader. They sweep across the land, pillaging and murdering, and generally being assholes. And then the Grey Wardens rise up and fight back and end the blight. The Black City is, from what I can gather anyway, the gods live in the Golden City, and apparently the Black City is what people like. Somebody went into the Fade to try to challenge the gods, and they were cast down as the Darkspawn. It was the Tevinter Imperium a long time ago, many thousands of years ago. I think 10,000 years ago, something like that. They tried to challenge the gods and were punished by being returned to Earth, or Thedas, I guess, as the Darkspawn. And the Black City has something to do with that. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to put this recruits there right now. And we'll go back. Yeah, okay, so that's an upgrade on my weapon. So the Black City is like a religious type thing. Like the City of Dis in Hell, maybe, or something like that. I mean, I guess I could have read the lore there and given you a better description, but that's basically what it is. I don't know if all of these actually have anything in them. So what it seems like to me in this game is it's not a Darkspawn driven story. It's just the war between the Templars and the Apostates. The first two games had a lot of Darkspawn in them. The first game was all about the Darkspawn. It was, forcing the Blight back. You were a Grey Warden, and you were trying to end the Blight. The Blight is typically, like brought about by some Darkspawn taking the reins as leader and an archdemon showing up. Now, as far as I know, archdemons are always dragons. You had to fight the archdemon at the end of Dragon Age Origins. I don't remember if there was an archdemon in the second one, but the second one wasn't about a blight, but there were a lot of darkspawn. Like the blight had just ended, and the darkspawn were retreating and pillaging things as they go. In any case, I guess we're not going to get to exploring Haven in this video because that's about all the time I have. But the story cutscene over there took a little bit longer than I thought it would. In any case, we'll get to Haven in the next video, and we'll go around and see, like, you know, all the things that we can do with the blacksmith and the armor crafting system and the requisition system and the potion upgrading and stuff. We'll get to that in the next video. In any case, I hope you guys are enjoying this game. I know this video was all story stuff and not a whole lot of commentary. It was a bunch of cutscenes and talking and stuff, but the next one is going to be some talking and stuff as well. But it's necessary. It's important to understand the mechanics of the game and stuff like that. So, anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos of Dragon Age Inquisition or any of the other videos I've done, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Remember, my name is Restless Corpse, and I'll see you guys in the next video.